Hello. So I wanted to talk about something. What you need to know before purchasing an RV. We're not even going to get into the specs or the faulty stuff, used versus new yet. Let's get down to something crucial that you need to understand, understand, and understand about camping, traveling. First of all, our lives are changing. Not only that, you have a lot of squatters. You have a different type of people. You have squatter RV campers, and you have actual tourists, professional $300,000 RV campers, resort type RV people. But the whole reason for RV is to actually somewhat be a hippie, be a squatter. Is not to have an RV and be in luxury. But in today's age, when it deals with beach cities, things have changed. They don't want you coming somewhere living for free. Even in Florida, Walmart really don't want you camped out. Like, whereas you could go to Walmart overnight and camp, all the Walmarts on the beachfront are like not having it, especially in Florida. And this is something that you need to know. And like the cheapest place to park your RV is like $30 a night. But why should you be paying anything when in fact you're paying the note on the RV so you can sleep anywhere? Do you get what I'm saying? So this is something that people really need to realize. Like, Texas is a camper-friendly place. Certain parts of Florida is a camper-friendly place. Like, but who wants to just be on the interstate, right? The reason why they're changing so many things because there are squatters. Like people that got run down, beat up RVs, and they just live on the land and just mess things up. Like, they're not clean, they're not hygienic, they litter, they just do so fucking much that it just causes stress. Like, just imagine somebody in your parking lot for 4 days. That doesn't make sense. Imagine somebody in your parking lot for over 48 hours. Like, instead of them driving, let's say, to the beach or going here and then come back to a safe place at night to sleep, but leave. You have to leave. Like, I don't recommend being somewhere over 24 hours. Not only that, you have to understand areas that are too tight-knit. You have to have a place to park. You have to have plans before you get to these places. Like, in Jacksonville, you are allowed to park your RV on the main street and then walk to the beach. Whereas Daytona, you have off-beach parking for free off-beach parking. But it says no campers, no RVs, no nothing can park on the off-street. And it's so weird. Off-street beach parking. So it's beach parking. And then the town is not even full. Like, it's like, to me, it's kind of pedestrian right now. And Daytona does not allow you to off-beach park. Like, it should be like a 3-hour limit or something. It says no overnight parking, no campers, no RVs. It doesn't make sense. Like, there's not even a car parked here, but you don't even want an RV to park here. So this is what we're dealing with, okay? Not only that, I'm not even going to tell you, luckily, I'm not even going to tell you my spot where they allow me to park at the beach. Like, the store doesn't mind, okay? They know for a fact that they have outlawed campers from parking in Daytona Beach, which it doesn't make any sense. I promise to you on my whole family, there's not enough cars to fill up all this space in Daytona Beach. It's not a high season where you have like Biker Week, Speedway, or some stuff going on. It's not like that right now. Like, it's literally empty. It is empty at the beach. And do you know RVs cannot park? And then the state park I went down there to park my RV, which I really don't need to be on sand because I might not be able to get out because the RV is heavy. The state park, she said, how long is your vehicle? No, you need to tell me what's the max length, what's the max you can park, Don't do that. Don't do that. And that's exactly what happened. They sit here, she said, well, pull up. No, you need to tell me what's valid and what's not valid. Why is my screen doing that? It's trying to adjust the lighting. Okay. Well, anyway. So, we are dealing with this, whereas I'm paying the park. I want to pay the park. I don't want to pay $30 to park at an RV park and then have to travel to the beach. No. I should have a right to park minimum of 3 hours, or at least that's minimum, nothing less, somewhere off beach parking. And I should be able to walk to the beach. But luckily I found a place and I'm not giving up my spot. And the thing about it is, I think that's crazy because the first few nights I went back to the truck stop. And then I was going to catch the bus from the truck stop to the beach and stay parked at the truck stop. But then I had to walk 2 miles to the nearest bus stop. That didn't make sense. So I took my chances and went back to the beach and found a place. You just have to digest and start all over again. You know what I mean? And I wish I was in my van. Like, I really don't need an RV. It's just that we got caught up in mixed up moments. Me and my mom, and she needed my van to get back home. So it is what it is. Also, when you are in an RV, like let's say Venice, California, LA, there's a lot of places to park, but they're banning it. They're actually getting you out of the high traffic tourist areas, which it doesn't make sense. Stop, people. You're paying $300,000 for an RV just to go to a resort. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. When you purchase this vehicle, you have all rights to use the road, use the parking, use everything. I don't care if you have to go down to the city and get a 7-day permit or something. We should be allowed to park where we need to park, because all the rest is bullcrap. Yeah, you may make a neighborhood look trashy if your vehicle is not up to par, but that's any vehicle, okay? It's so many things that I can explain what you need to realize. You have people that are rock bottom that purchase like a $4,000 rundown camper that is not really fit to be seen in a high money area. And they regulate and they cause us to go through a lot of problems, which the RV that I'm using right now costs way more than that, okay? It only has 30,000 miles on it. It costs way more than that. Like, even the last RV in Texas that I used, I paid $6,000 for it. So this one, I don't even want to mention the price on this one because, it's different. It's different. But I just know you have to be aware of these situations. You think you're going to the beach, you think you're going to have fun, you think you're going to be off-street parking, but it's not like that. Or you think you're going to have beach street parking, but it's not like that. Just for some reason, I don't know what it is about Jacksonville, they have not banned campers, but Daytona, they have banned campers. And I kind of figured it's like the Venice Beach situation where it's a neighborhood and you want to park. I understand you don't need to be parked in the neighborhood, but there's access streets, main streets with a lot of parking, and these people are like squatters. They're not moving around. They actually live in their RVs. And the way I see it, if you're able to live in your RV, right? If you're able to live in your RV and not have sewage, not have this, not have that. Why not have an RV spot where it's $50 a month and you're able to park with no sewage, no lights? Like, they should have these places, and with security, of course, with security, because it's important. Just like these beachfronts, like, I'm to the point now, I feel like partnering up with the gas companies and making a RV terminal, like a RV, like they have truck stops, have a RV stop, because they need them. Okay, people want to take a fresh shower outside of their RV. They want to be able to park overnight. And if you get $50 worth of fuel, you should be, or 50 gallons or whatever the minimum is, you should be allowed to shower. They should have game rooms. There should be a whole RV world, okay? Because that's what we're doing. We're tiny house travelers, okay? We're tiny house travelers, and they don't want that. The system wants to put you in a house and have you with the address, okay? They don't want you out 365/12 with no place to locate you, okay? So they're trying to nip things in the bud, and it's a big issue, and people need to know this before they purchase an RV. So you think that you're getting an RV for like $10,000, $5,000, and you think that you're free. You're not free, okay? You're not free. You're free to roam, you're free to travel, but when it's time to actually squat or sleep, there's a hassle, there's a problem, and especially in high tourist areas. They're barring people, they're regulating people. And you know, it's so bad, like, in these cities, they even regulate businesses. Like, businesses can't even do what they want to do, less long having, how can I explain it? Less long having an RV that's not really spending any money besides on fuel, right? They go to the place that can fit them. If the parking lot can't fit you, you're not going in there, right? That's just like, it's this place in Texas called Beaver, and trucks are not allowed. Trucks are not allowed at this place. They have a massive parking, but truck people are very filthy. They throw the trash out. They throw pee bottles out. They just do so much. They do the whole nine. And this Beaver place does not allow trucks. They allow RVs, they allow campers, and you can't be there over like an hour, I think. You have to shop and leave. Massive fuel aisles. I mean, massive. It looks like the super fuel. That's what it looked like, a super fuel stop for cars. And it's like wonderful, but just imagine if you have super RV places where you either pay $1 to park, have some type of membership, and you're located. You know what I mean? Like, you have a place to go. And then if you're at a beach and you want to go to the beach, you can park at this place for $1. You can stay there a whole month or something, but you're limited, like 2 weeks or a week, just so you can spend your money in this town. And I think it should be done. Like, you're already paying just imagine you get a $400,000 RV, and that's not even including the lease purchase. Once you do lease purchase, it's about $500,000, $600,000. It's like 50% of what you pay for. And you have to go to a resort. Like, who wants to be in an RV and has to go to a resort? Like, you want to be able to pull up to your bank. You want to be able to pull up to the grocery store. You want to be able to take a nap, rest. These people are causing you not to be able to rest, to be able to see a sign that says beach, off beach street parking, off beach street parking. So this means this is destined for the beach. But no RVs, no campers, no overnight parking. So they nipping it in the bud. If you're in a van or a car, you still can't sleep here overnight. Now, or you can't park your car here overnight. So they're nipping it in the bud, which I think is ludicrous, because you're paying taxes, you're paying wages, you're buying fuel. Okay? You have to eat, so you're buying food. So just be mindful of this. That's just like in how can I say it? Hawaii. You're allowed to sleep in a tent, but you're not allowed to sleep in your car. Ludicrous, okay? Ludicrous. The reason is rent is so high, and if you were allowed to sleep in your car, nobody would rent a place. They would literally sleep in their car. Believe me when I tell you this. That's just like Venice Beach, California. Santa Monica barred everything. They just straight completely say if you don't have a permit, you can't park. You have 2 hours to park. Otherwise, if you don't have a permit, you can't park. But the further mid-city you go, you're allowed to start parking. But it's just so ludicrous as to what they're doing. Be mindful when you purchase an RV. So let me talk about Hawaii. I've never been, but I research it a lot and I see it on YouTube. So there's an RV company that allow you to rent RVs. So you could go to the campgrounds and to the beaches and relax. But at the same time, the law forbids it. So not the law, the corporations forbid it. So they have routes and places where they have connected, these RV renters have connected with these people or these towns in these certain areas and say, you can park here, you can park here, you can sightsee here, you can park here. You know what I mean? You can squat here. But it's just so ridiculous what's going on. Like, I almost gave up on Daytona because I'm so used to coming down South Florida with a car and you just get a hotel. You know what I mean? But now you're in an RV, you want to travel the world, but all these, and I got to tell you, majority of RVers are white people. And since majority of RVers are white people, they have banned their little thing. And you have to know what you're dealing with. They banned RVs long before I existed, long before I wanted to be free of spirit and travel the world, okay? So just know now, especially black people, brothers and sisters out there, before you purchase an RV, know that when you come to high population areas, you have already been banned. And it's hard to realize, it's hard to understand, but just know it's true. Okay? And it's getting to the point that a lot of RVers became truck drivers. Do you know, as a truck driver, you need a place to sleep? You're operating a machine, a deadly weapon that can knock anything over, can hurt someone. Do you know you could be in situations where you need to actually park and get some rest, at least some shut off for like 2 hours, and you can't even do it? People are banning trucks from parking. So just imagine me as a professional truck driver, tired, and there's nowhere to go. It's luckily Walmart's in the inner area, inner United States, not the outskirts, the beach, the inner United States will let you park to sleep. But there are certain places that just don't allow it. Like even Walmart's barred you because truck drivers are so filthy. You have to think about it. You have homeless people that had moved into trucks, and the wages of trucking, I don't even want to get off the subject, but the wages of trucking has declined tremendously, okay? Back in the day, 15 years ago, a trucker I know was getting paid 25 cents a mile. Do you know that they're still paying 25 cents a mile today? Because homeless people are now in trucks, and they are, how can I explain it? They are now utilizing the truck as a source of shelter, and these people notice that these people don't have anywhere to go. They're always taking $200 advancements out each week, and their checks are like $200. When they get a check, it's only like $200. They take so many advances out, meaning they're working on credit, meaning they take an advance out and they haven't even put in the miles. So it's just something to think about. It's really something to think about. Before you get an RV thinking that you're going to travel each beach, they're trying to ban us. Okay? They don't even want you to park temporarily to go to the beach. They don't even have parking for you. So RVers, the ones that want to live cheap and be able to experience a good life, the beach scenes, you're going to have to start having an organization where you invest in what you believe in. Whether that's going up the road some miles where there are no houses, no nothing, getting a lot, and having places where you can go. You're going to have to establish some form of organization, some form of security for you, because these people do not want a billion-dollar hotel, $15 billion hotel, corporate funding. They do not want your RV parking outside their building, point blank, period. And if I had a $15 billion building, I wouldn't want you parking out there either. But it doesn't mean you're not allowed to be at the beach. You should have parking. You should be able to stop and get you some aspirin, drink, or whatever you need, household essentials, food. You should have a right to park and sleep. Period. Night or day. And it's time that it goes down like that. I don't care if you have to park 3 miles from the beach, there should be a bus line and a place you can park. No sewage, no lights, but it's a safe, secure place where you can park. Minimum $5 a night to $10 a night. That's it. And you're able to be on a bus line that's going to get you to these places. It needs to be established. But again, it's not going to happen. So don't be fooled into purchasing something grand, $300,000. Start with something small, $1,500, $5,000, $10,000. Do not purchase something grand, because you will get a reality check. They don't care how extravagant your RV is. If it says no RVs, no campers, no overnights, no squatting, no this, no that, just know they have already banned it. Now you've retired and you want to enjoy life. Your RV note is let's say $3,000. Let's say a tractor trailer costs a truck costs $120,000. Our RV costs $300,000. So if your truck note is $1,500, your RV note is $2,500 to $3,000. So you're paying a $3,000 RV note. You have to spend $150 on diesel or gas. Your insurance is about let's say $75, $80 to $200 a month. Your storage fee to store the RV when you're not using it is $150 to $75, depending on the city zoning you're in, or more, $250 a month, depending on the city you're in, depending on the demand. Just know you're out of pocket $4,000 a month. Who can do that? And then to go travel, you have to pay to park. So just know what you're getting yourself into. Start small. Start cheap. Make sure the electricity works. Make sure the generator works. Make sure it has a generator. Make sure the water pumps work. Make sure the lights work. Make sure the battery housing for the back side, the livable side, works. Make sure your lighters work. And know that they're banning it because they don't want you to travel freely. They don't want you on the road. And know each city and each tourist zone, if you're not spending money, they don't want you there. They do not want you there. So it's just something to think about. Everything is to the highest bidder. And they have learned to keep you away by raising the prices and making it so that you cannot live there for free, okay? Even though you're not living for free, somebody's getting paid. Believe that. And when you don't have a note and you are, how can I say it, and you are living for free, you still got insurance, you still got taxes, you still have fuel, you still have to buy propane, you still have to purchase food and stuff. The only difference is, know this, you've paid your dues when you bought your tag and you paid for your insurance. You've paid your dues. You should have a right to rest. Nobody can deny you the right to rest. So you have to start pulling over. You have to start resting. Because what are we going to do? You know? I don't know. I'm going to travel this world. And we're going to have a foundation. And we're going to work together. Each beach, we're going to have a place to go and be. We're going to call it squatting. Because that's what it is. No sewage, no hookup. Just running water. And a dump, you know, like you're going to have like the dump where they come suck all their stuff out. You're going to have a place to dump. You're going to have a place for trash, to dump your trash. And you're going to have a place to, we're going to have sewage, we're going to have water, and we're going to have a dumpster. And we're going to have a place to park. This is unreal. Okay. So I just wanted to say that. Be mindful. Be very mindful of purchasing an RV. You do not want to be paying $3,000 to $1,500 to $3,000 a month for something that you're only going to use twice a year to go out of town and have to pay $90 a night to park at the beach. $30 to park at the beach. No. It should be able to access the beach, state park, anything, stateside, for little or nothing. You purchase gas in their state. You have a right to park. Point blank, period. Maybe they should give out some type of permit or something. You know what I mean? 7 days. After 7 days, you have to leave, then come back or something. But do not do that to people. No, you should have 7 days to enjoy, 7 nights, not 7 days. You should have 7 nights to enjoy any city or state that you want to. You're tired. You need rest. Point blank, period. Know your rights and know your purpose. And know that you're a free spirit and you have a right to travel. You have a right to sleep. And you're going to be around hillbilly type trash people. I'm serious. But I'm going to tell you something. You could go through so much mentally and be abused to the point that you don't give a fuck no more. And then people barred you and banned you from a city. But just know when you get there, people have already trashed the place, so they banned the people. And a place like Daytona, though, is beautiful. But it's empty as fuck. And it's so empty, they don't even want the campers here, the RV people. Like, if it's not a big event, you're screwed. And you don't realize it until you get the camper and it's too late. You done made this purchase. You done went down on this RV. And it's nowhere for you to just relax, park, and go sightsee. It's not. There are really no free places. And they're making it harder and harder for us. And of course, as an RV person or a camper, you want to be in a, how can I explain it? You want to be in a public place with light. Because you're targeted and preyed on. You're not from the town. So you want to feel safe. And it's so many RVers trying to go to the beach. In the first place you're going to go is Walmart. So Walmart has already banned you from overnight parking. That's all I got to say. Be mindful of it. Save your money. Get you a camper van. Don't get an RV. Get a camper van. Get something less than 7 feet or less. You can't be over 7 feet, over 19 feet long, and figure out how to make it work. I need to be somewhere at the nearest car factory designing cars, trucks, and vans that suit the policy. Sooner or later, they're going to say, oh, you can't sleep in your car. You're a motherfucking lie. I'm tired. I can sleep in my car. Where am I going to go? You know what I mean? Don't do that. Don't do that. Speak up for your rights. And don't wait till you lose your house, lose your trailer, get out on the street, and then you want to fight for these rights. Do it now. Think about it. You're evacuating from your city because there's a tornado, flood, hurricane, and all you have is your vehicle. And the safest place you want to park is a place where they say no overnight parking. Just know that you got those laws started. You banned these people from living in their vehicles. Now it's your turn to experience your own eviction. Point blank, period. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free.